Everyone, this week we're talking about how to refresh your brand. This is our quick tip of the week, and let's jump into it. All right. So our quick tip of the week is all about how to refresh your brand. This time of year, it is April 2022. This time of year, what I like to do is look at the things I've already built, all of my branding presence online. That's my website. That's my social media channels. That's all the content I've written. And I look at them and even the emails I send out and I say, let me look at the words I use and the pictures I use. And are there things I could make better now that I know my audience, a year more? Every year you can do this in April. Like this will be the month of brand identity, brand image. So it's a good month for refreshing things. It's springtime. It's a good theme for that month. So what I would do is I would start with your social media channels. It's probably an easy place to begin and look at, for example, your Instagram profile, those little snippets of words, your bio, and say, what can I do here to have better words that describe what I do, the cleanest picture, and a good link to where people can connect with me, right? Whether it's your freebie or your links to like multiple outlets. So for me, I have this hot links page that it takes you to, which is multiple links of my services and episodes and things like that. Well, what can you do today? And if you want to see that, you can go to my Instagram at Berkmeyer or at Brandon Berkmeyer on Instagram and look at your profile and say, what can I do to rewrite this that captures where I am right now today? And if you look at the copywriting lesson we had this week on our book review, you can check that out. It's a good way to think about how you're writing copy. The book we recommended was Great Leads by Michael Masterson. It's a great recommendation there. So I would start there, start with Instagram, move on to LinkedIn after that. And again, look at your picture, look at your little about bio and say, what could this be saying that really helps people understand very quickly and clearly what I do, how I help people, and then how to connect with me. You answer those three questions and you are set. And say, is there anything I've left out? Is there a picture that I need to update? Do I have all the links to my social channels? Am I showing my email or my phone number if that's relevant? What are the things that when people find me, I'm presenting myself consistently across all these channels in the newest, most relevant way, right? Because sometimes we forget to update these things. We're so busy posting social media posts and videos that we forget to update the profiles themselves. So take this opportunity to do that. After LinkedIn, jump to your Twitter. If you have a Twitter, make sure that same thing, the picture, the bio, the link. Then jump to your TikToks if you use that, or your YouTube channel. Again, check all the bios and the pictures and make sure that they are all connected. They're all using the same picture because that's important, and that they all have the same URLs and the same distinction, right? After that, go to your website. See if your website is up to date in terms of the about page. If you have a homepage tweak you need to make, do that too. The very top header is the first thing people see. So the very top header of your very first page of your homepage, make sure that that's clear and crisp and saying what people get right when they get to your website. And then jump to your about page, because that's the second most viewed page on a website typically. Go to your about page and make sure that when you're writing your bio, you don't start with your long story. You start with what your audience might want to know that they are struggling with, right? You talk about their struggles and then you add context from your life on how you help them solve those struggles, right? So if you're a photographer in your about page, you could say, hey, I know that images are really important for every business. And I met a lot of business owners who need help getting exactly the right products and images for their websites and pages. And that simple tweak can completely change their business. This is exactly what I help people with. And then get into your story, right? Set up those about pages, see if they are useful. And again, they explain who you are, how you help, and how to get a hold of you. If they cover those three things on your about page, and they give you a way to directly connect with you, you have refreshed your site. So make sure you do that next. And then look at the other two content pillars, which are your blog and your podcast and your video content, and say, okay, on my blog, is the blog homepage up to speed? Do I need to create any extra pages that I haven't created? For example, sometimes if you have a lot of blog posts that are all about one topic? Have you created a topic page for that so you can aggregate and categorize all those onto one page, right? That's your blog. Or if you're going to your podcast, look at your podcast cover. Does it need cleaning up or refreshing? Look at your podcast title even, because you can change that. Look at your podcast subtitle and your podcast description. And can any of that be written better to be more congruent with where you are now and what people are looking for when they come to your show? Same thing with your YouTube channel. Follow those best practices and get all those things in line. It's a great way to spend your April, is getting all these things in place. And then if you have a lead magnet that you need to refresh, that's where I'd jump into next. But again, I would start with these profiles. If you can simply rewrite how you describe yourself to people, follow some best practices on that, and get that in order and clean, that would be your spring cleaning for the season. I think that'll take you guys farther to keeping your brand fresh for this new year. All right, guys, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you appreciate the tip of the week, and I will, as always, catch you next time. Brands on Brand.